Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful top, but first of all I want to show you how beautiful this place. I am in Peru, Lares, and I hike up high to this mountain to see this beautiful lagoon, and I couldn't help but share with you my journey. Yeah, so gorgeous here. I'm so in love with Peru. But I know that you're here for crochet. So let's start it on this project together. I also want to show you that my top turned out to be a little bit too big and I fixed it. I explained everything in the video. So let's get into this project. I use this spot weight yarn, and this is actually acrylic because I want to be able to go to the water, and cotton is not a good idea. And I use 3.5mm hook. You need a scissor, yarn needle, stitch marker, and a tape measurement. Alright, let's get into it. Now you're going to make a slip knot and make the chain that long enough for cover your breast. For me, I'm going to make 30 chain plus 2 chain, and that is approximately 7 inches length, which is cover my breast. So if you have smaller breasts or bigger breasts, then just make the chain that according to that is to cover your breast from above until under your breast. And if you want the top to be longer, then make longer chain. And now I have made 30 chain plus now 2 chain, and from here, row 1, we're going to add half double crochet in third chain from hook, so we skip that the extra 2 chain, and just continue from now on half double crochet in each chain, in each stitch, each chain across. At the end of this row, I will have a total of 30 half double crochet, so you will have a total of the half double crochet stitches that you make the chain before plus 2 chain. So go ahead do that, and I will meet you at the end of the row. And here my last stitch of this row 1. I'm going to add my last half double crochet into that last stitch, which is my number 30 half double crochet, and you should have something like this by now. And here when I told you 7 inches, I mean when I pull my work is 7 inches. So now row 2, chain 2, turn your work. This row 2 we're going to do slightly different. We're going to do half double crochet but in back loop only. You see there is a V shape of the loop. Now you're going to the back loop only, and this creates a beautiful texture for your top. So go ahead, add 1 half double crochet in each stitch of back loop across this row. If you start the same 30 chain plus 2 like me, this row 2 you should also have 30 half double crochet back loop only. And that's it. From now on, you're going to repeat row 2 again and again until you get to the, how to say it, like the width. If you call the width, maybe the 7 inches is the length from above your breast until under your breast, and maybe a little bit lower. But this, how many rows you're going to make from now, is to cover your breast across from, you know, from around your body, let's say. So I have, my measurement is 33 inches on my fullest breast, like measure on my fullest breast, and I have made at first 82 rows. However, it get a little bit stretched out when I went to the water. I will show you. So make sure when you make across your body, your breast, just pull it tight. I didn't pull it good, so I made 82 rows and I end up have to take it out 3 rows. I have a perfect now that I'm wearing right now 79 rows. So go ahead, make this as many rows as you need, and make sure when you wrap around your body, pull it tight, yeah, because the yarn gonna stretch out a little bit more when when you go to the water. And if you make this one for someone else, just make sure you pull your work when you measure with the tape measurement. But now go on and just make this as many rows as you need. After you got the rows, the total rows that cover around your breast, now you're going to chain one in the last row and cut the yarn. And you're going to leave some yarn, some tail, I think about 2 or 3 times of the length of the width of your top. And then use the yarn needle to sew both ends together. This is how I sew. Just do it your way, however you want to do. I like to wrap the yarn around my needle also the first time, and just make sure that is tight and good. Like I said, I made at first 82 rows and I have to take it out 3 rows, so just make sure you pull and try and just make sure that it fit you before you sew the both ends together, so you don't have to redo like me. And yeah, go ahead, do that, and then we'll come back to do a pretty net on the chest part. I will show you. Alright, now put it on, put your top on, and use the stitch marker to mark where you want to start the chest part. If you made for somebody, just ask the person to measure from one corner of their breast to another corner, just like you can see my breast like this. So ask them to measure from one to the other side, so you know how many inches to put the stitch marker on the left and the right. But if you make for yourself, just put it on and do like that. Put the stitch marker on, and let's start it on the chest area. And now remove one of the stitch marker, do the slip knot, and this slip knot we count as 1 chain. Now add another 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna make 5 chain, and then we're gonna do slip knot into the base of the second row. 5 chain again, and that the base of the, you see the line, we do slip knot again. So you kind of like, you see you skip 2 rows, 1, 2, and then you see that the base of the next area. So chain 5, skip that 2 row, and that the base in that line of that row, slip stitch. Keep doing that, 5 chain, and then at the base of that row. So it's best to put the stitch marker to mark your point at the base of the row from the left and also on the right as well. So this way you will have the space to poke the hook in to do the slip knot into the last one. So go ahead, do that, chain 5, slip knot. You see that I skipped 2 rows. That is like the row from this angle. The video is amazing because sometimes it's hard to explain, but when you see it, you understand what I'm talking about. So go ahead, do that until the end. And here, my last one, I'm just gonna remove the stitch marker first. And again, chain 5. And go there in that corner, slip stitch. Now you're done with this row 1. Now you're going to chain 5, turn your work, and this row 2 you're just gonna add slip stitch into that chain 5. Chain 5 again, and add the slip stitch into the next one, chain 5 again. And this is very easy, this row 2, just keep doing that, chain 5 and add slip stitch into the space of chain 5 from previous row. So keep do that until the end. So here is my last chain 5 of row 2. And from now on, from row 3 on, we're going to do the decrease. So every row we're gonna have 1 less the chain 5. To do that, we chain 1, turn the work, and do single crochet into the next chain 5. We already decreased the first one. And from now on, we're going to chain 5 And what I did different in this row 3 on is that instead of slip stitch, I do single crochet in each of chain 5 space. You can follow me the same. I don't know why this time I do single crochet, but you can use single crochet or slip stitch, it doesn't matter. But I believe from now, from row 3 on, I just do single crochet. You could do this too because I think it's make the knit more strong. So yeah, go ahead, chain 5, and that in chain 5 space, just put single crochet if you want to. But if you feel like, no, I start with slip stitch, I'm gonna do with slip stitch. Just do what you want. It's going to be the same at the end. The result not gonna be different. My last one of this row 3. And if you count your loop, you should have 1 loop less. For me, I have 1 loop less on this one. So from now on, row 4 to row 7, just repeat row 3 is the decreasing every row. You will have 1 loop less every row. So go ahead, do that. And this is just my own side though. This is my measurement for my neck. When I arrive to row 7, I don't need to decrease anymore, with just perfect the length for me. For row 8, I am going to do exactly the same like row 2. And now, you see, you can try it on and see and try to pull if this is enough. For me, this is perfect. I don't want to decrease anymore. From now on, row 8 on, I'm going to do like exactly like row 2, which is chain 5, and in this case I'm just do single crochet now in the loop of the previous row. And here what I have so far, I have made 7 rows, and now time for row 8, and row 8 is no longer decreasing, so I'm chain 5, turn my work, and I'm adding single crochet in that chain 5 space from previous row, and again chain 5 and add that single crochet in that chain 5 space, and continue to do that to the end of the row. For me in this row 8, I will have a total of 8 nets, you know, that loop. I keep counting just to make sure I don't miss anything. And yeah, from now on, I'm just gonna repeat like from row 9 to row 14. It's just gonna be the repeating of row 8. And yeah, I make a total just 14 rows. If you need more, just make more. If you need less, just make less. So I have made a total of 14 rows, and now time to make a strap. I do chain 1. Then I turn my work, and to make a strap I also add 1 single crochet into that first 5 chain space, and from there I chain a total of 80 chain. For me 80 chains is enough. So go ahead, you probably don't need more than 100 chain. 100 chain is a little bit too long for me, so 80 is perfect. Go ahead, do that. When you're done, you just cut the yarn and you do the same on the other side. Just make sure you start with single crochet, so this way is very strong on the side. When you pull, you see, like that is better. So you do the same on the other side as well, and you're done. And that's it. Cut the yarn, and you have to weave in all the ends. Actually, this top don't have so many ends to weave in. It's already done. I'm so excited to see your work as well. So put it on, take a nice photo and show me. Look at my one. I really love it. I love this so much. I still have the the dress hanging around. But yeah, this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So what do you think about this top, my love? Let me know in the comment below. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more video tutorial to come in the coming days, coming week. And let me know in the comment below if you enjoy Peru as much as I do. Give me a thumb up, show me some love, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.